I think there's no doubt in my mind that at the very least, the end game for what's going on is totalitarian control, whereby in order to get about and to do anything, you're going to need to show digital ID, mandatory digital ID. At the moment, they're called vaccine passports, but I'm afraid avoiding vaccination ain't enough to get us out of this trap. So last night I read that Iran, is the first country that said it intends to bring about a mandatory digital ID that you will have to show the vendor as a baker in order to get subsidized bread, because bread has gone, price-wise, has gone through the roof. It's the staple food of the poor people, in Cairo, for example. And they said, right, look, we'll give you a discount, one discounted loaf per family per day, but the quid pro quo is you need to sign up for this digital ID. Once you've got a digital ID and they've said you can't buy this cheap bread without showing it, if they say next week you can't buy bread without showing it, or the week after you can't buy food without it, there's literally changed the conditions. It's all it requires is a massive network and your digital ID beep into the system, and whatever your location scores about you, maybe it's social credit scores, could even be personal, and right, it could be in this context, this person may or may not purchase these items. And at that point, the machine, the Borg, so it's not going to be your government. It'll be a faceless multinational corporation will operate the database and the algorithms that determine whether you are permissioned to enter somewhere or leave somewhere, whether you're able to buy or sell any particular thing at any moment. That's the end of democracy. It's the end of freedom. And as Brian and I talked about at the beginning, the economies of all the countries are being driven off the cliff like Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Exactly.
Little animals' legs that just don't look down, folks.
Right.
Because that's, if you add digital currency to the toxic mix, so now you've got mandatory digital ID and only digital money. If they took a dislike to me, for example, they could literally cancel me. I try and go into, Whole Food Market and buy something. Well, one, I might find I have to wave it at the door to get in, and it might deny me entry, or it might not allow me to acquire anything through the barcodes.